Hey there, hi there, everyone. Luna says hi. So happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. You want to wave and say hi? Hi. So yeah, a lot's been going on. Okay, so we're gonna just dive right into it. I'm just gonna grab like a whole mess of cards here and just sort through it. They were organized, but now they're not organized. So it just wasn't meant to be. Okay, so up first I have celestial guidance. Receive proof, sights, and messages from the stars or guidance, astrological insight, star wisdom. Okay, so star wisdom here. Okay, this is important. Okay, because there's like a child inside of all of us. There's like an inner child, and I feel like it's very deeply rooted in emotions and not logic, because I think it's like logic that comes like later in life, and how we learn what makes sense and what doesn't make sense comes from like like overprotective family or not so protective family, and then we learn these differences and how to make sense of it all over time. But I feel like at first our main guidance comes from you want some? Okay, you can have some too. Here you go. Our main guidance comes from like, I think, our first feelings and how we feel and our reaction to those feelings, which is like deeply rooted in emotion, which comes from like when we're a child. So I feel like that's still within all of us, and that binds us all together. So the Hierophant, okay, wise, intuitive leader, okay, someone who leads by example. Though, like this is someone who just like sits back and is like, oh, listen to me, tell you how to live your life while I, pick up tarot cards, okay? Like, no, this is somebody who lives by example. So in other words, like your teachings and the lessons you learn in life, you take with you. And I feel like you don't always have to be a lesson giver. Sometimes you're a lesson receiver. But there are people who are going to be like very closed off from that belief because they're just very narrow-minded. And I feel like that stems from inner child work. Yeah. Oh, you want another one? How about that one? Look, here comes the temperance card. Okay, this like yoga position, this yoga stance. Okay, this witch is very like she's got one eye open. Okay, you got one eye open. You're like, I'm not. It's funny because people want to talk, right? People want to be heard, right? Oh, you want more? But they don't want to listen, right? And I feel like that is the hugest, biggest like regret is like, why do you just need to always talk? Why can't you just stop, pause, and listen? Because maybe there's some insight or wisdom that the celestials are trying to send your way. Okay? So as far as like romance goes, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay? So this is like a moment by moment basis energy that I'm picking up on. I feel like with the one eye open, the dating world, the dating scene today in today's culture. Unless you're already like married and settled down with children, even like settled down, I don't mean like there aren't stress factors. I don't mean you're not going through things emotionally. I just mean like you've already entered into that phase in your life. So I feel like this applies to a more broader spectrum of like energy of like that I'm picking up on of like people who haven't met that person yet, or maybe they did meet that person, but they don't know how to move forward. It's like a kind of like in between sort of energy. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Woo! Okay, knowledge, wisdom, power, control. Okay, what's wrong? I'm getting like major control vibes. Like this person wants to control the conversation. They want to control the narrative. What? Oh, you need more? Here you go. Again, higher font. Okay, it comes up twice here. So that's some synchronicity for you. Oh my gosh, I have to share this. So on my way home from getting coffee, because I always get coffee. I always go to Starbucks for coffee. Yeah. Oh, you want me to read this one? Window. Okay, a window into your soul, a window into your mind, a window into your heart, baby. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. Ooh, so window into your heart. So that's romance. Okay. This is number 12. Like cow being slaughtered, pigs for the slaughter. You know, I think that if you don't trust yourself well enough, you're gonna end up being that like goat. Like you're gonna end up the one, the butt of the joke, or you're gonna be the one who suffers the most. So you have to be careful there. Like you really have to express yourself and your feelings. Yeah. So like you have to be careful here and cautious here. I feel like the two energies I'm picking up on the most are the energies of like a very like aggressive energy of someone who's like very like outdated in their belief systems of like what life should be like or what is like the normal like energy of like they're basically like, you know how like you see people and they're like, okay, you know, keep my work life separate from my personal life or keep like separate. I don't know if you've ever seen Severance, but it's like they emotionally detach from certain things in their life and then it gives them this like emotional like energy that is like it's not being received well, it's not being balanced well. The most strongest power or force in the universe is love. Okay, love is the most strongest, powerful force. Okay, so when you have this beautiful, you know, I love this card. It's like beautiful, divine, feminine goddess energy. Okay, and it's like your guardian angel of love is like trying to like say, you know, like just be cautious or careful with this energy that you're following because it's not the best investment or the safest investment of your time and resources. It's like you're taking too much of a gamble or too much a chance. It's okay to take chances. It's okay to open your heart up, but it's, you know, open that possibility up. But just remember, like, you don't want to end up like this. Okay, you don't want to be the cow in this situation here. Okay. Yeah, wow, lots of energies here. Ooh, a Knight of Cups. Okay, so playing chess, checkmate. But this person playing has like a shell. They're holding a shell. I feel like you are like holding up this like protective exterior. You're not letting people see everything. You know, you're giving them little bits of details and information, but they don't, you know, they don't have the whole picture. I don't know if they want to see have the whole picture. Yeah. Wow, sacred sexuality. So reconnect with the source of your divine sexuality, right? So you're not like opening yourself up to love and romance with the idea or the concept that like this isn't going to be something that is not permanent. You know, you're looking for something I feel like that is long term. You're trying to break free from an energy that is holding you back from like the love that you deserve. And I feel like there's blocks up, there's walls up. People don't want to talk about certain things like sexuality. People don't want to talk about that. They want to like, you know, say, well, like I want to talk about desire, but desire in what? Money, you know, desire, that could be a sexual energy as well. So it's like, I feel like the energies here are very like, oh, I forgot to tell the rest of my story, but like basically I'm driving home from getting my coffee and a giant turkey vulture like swoops in right next to my van as I'm driving and then just like flies like next to me and then glides. It wasn't good, it glides behind me. It like went zoop behind me or something like that. Cause like I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hit it, and it was like flying next to my window. So I wonder what the spiritual meaning behind turkey boat is. Connection between life and death. Wow. Okay. Facilitating the cycle of rebirth and renewal in nature and human consciousness. They embody resilience and purification, guiding individuals to confront their shadow self, let go of emotional baggage, and emerge reborn and renewed. Okay. Well, now we know why I saw the turkey vulture. But yeah, like it's like I feel like there's somebody in your life, like a sister, possibly, who is like continually talking about like one aspect of their life and focusing only on that aspect. And they're not focusing on all the other aspects of their life. And then you're like confronted with this realization that it's like, okay, why are you focusing so hardly and so much on this one thing going on in your life? Why aren't you focusing on everything else? Why aren't you focusing on long term? Why aren't you focusing on big picture? Like, and this sister is like continuously talking about their romantic life or lack of, and they're not even in a really like a romantic life. They're in a stage or phase or energy they're picking up on. You're not picking up on that. You're picking up on an energy of like, this is like the shallow, one-dimensional layer of what dating looks like in our world today. And you're trying to tell this to your sister, but she's just not willing to believe you or listen to you or heed your words of wisdom, okay? And you're trying to use creative ways of getting this message through to her, but she's just not picking up on it. She's not willing to listen, okay? Spirit of water, return to the source of the feminine for purification, okay? So it's like sacred sexuality, feminine purification. It's like someone is like trying to purify that energy of like, oh, I am in a romantic relationship. I do have someone who's like is a love interest. This isn't love. This isn't romance. This is somebody who is after you for one thing, right? I mean, we don't need to kid ourselves here, okay, people? So this could be the one. Is like, this is an energy of like, you've already met the romantic partner you seek, and like that is essentially like you are the romantic partner you seek. You need to romance yourself. You need to wine and dine yourself, okay? Having somebody else decide when is the appropriate time to wine and dine you, you're giving them too much control and power over your own romantic life. Just take yourself out on a date, right? Like, just invest in yourself, right? But like, you've given them too much power and control over you to where you can't do that anymore. I think that's why you're being offered a window here, okay? A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready, okay? So I think this new adventure in love is like, you need to feel some kind of love or some kind of support or some kind of connection. But like, it's coming from the wrong, feel like it's coming from the wrong outside influences or sources that could just easily do this to you, right? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you put yourself in that position? You want to have control over when you get to be loved, when you get to be supported, instead of keep putting yourself up to be offered to, like, you're literally like offering yourself up almost to like, to this person is they're not gonna marry you, okay? I'm sorry to say it, like, they're not. I don't feel it's happening. I think this person just wants you for one reason, and the fact that you have to put all this energy and all this effort into this person is ridiculous. Okay, here we go. I quiet my mind to hear the song of my heart wisdom. Okay, putting on headphones and listening to your heart. Okay, this is all about like, why do you care what other people think so much? And why do you not have like some sort of backup plan if somebody starts throwing shade your way or hate your way? Like, just call it out when you see it. Like, call out the bullshit when you see it. Like, you keep putting yourself in these positions, okay? So, okay, relationships are assignments, okay? The universe is sending you assignments, okay? So, I have like many different relationships, okay? I have a lot of people in my family. I have my mom, my dad, my 3 sisters, my sister-in-law, my brother's girlfriend, um, my 3 brothers. Um, then I have my husband, my 3 kids. I have my relationship with myself. I have my husband's family, which is his dad, his mom, his sister, and his brother's widow. Okay, so that's like that's like 14 people, okay? Like, that's a lot of people. Okay, so, yeah, I just estimated that. So I don't know, I wasn't keeping track. But, and everybody's different, okay? Oh, and then there's my sister's husband, so my brother-in-law, okay? Oh, and then my other sister has a husband too, okay? But, like, at the end of the day, it's like you end up going on a path, right? And you find yourself on that path. Hold on a second. Alrighty, so yeah, so basically, it's like you have to decide what's the right thing to say to someone. And even if like they don't understand what you're saying, they're not getting it, they're not picking up on it. Oh, thank you, Luna. Picture my brother Josh. When he was 4.5. And he just had his first baby too. She does look like him. His baby does look like him. Beautiful little girl. My first niece. Say love. So yeah, so like you have to focus your energy on 6 of Cups, okay? Building loyalty here, building trust here, okay? So like don't leave things off in like a negative space or a negative energy, okay? Queen of Swords, okay? Again, you're holding that power, you're holding that wisdom. The thing is that like when you wield so much power and so much wisdom, it's hard for other people to concentrate on like that energy that you're giving off because they're not used to it, okay? I'll be honest with you, they're not used to you holding a great amount of power and wisdom, okay? Because they've always put you in a corner and left you there. Don't put baby in a corner, right? They've always put you in a corner and left you there to sort of like fend for yourself, these people in your past. Aw, thank you. A picture of me and my husband on our wedding day. They've always left you there. Thanks, Luna. They've always left you there in the past. They've always left you there to fend for yourself. And you did fend for yourself. And you did fight for yourself. And that's how you ended up holding this sword to begin with. And then they come back to the corner when they feel like it, when they're ready. And they realize you're not in the corner anymore. Like the corner has expanded from this tiny space that they put you into. They're like, wow, look at how big and vast the worlds that so-and-so, okay, have made for themselves. They're shocked. They're in disbelief, okay? They think that because of what they've done for so long has worked for them and kept them alive, right? Which they're not really alive, like barely, okay? They're barely holding on there, but they're trying. Gotta give them credit for trying, okay? But 6 of Cups is like, they can't conceptualize this. You can. You know what trust looks like. You know what loyalty looks like. You go from the inner child, getting the puppy, learning about what trust and loyalty is. The parents give the little kid the puppy because they want him to build responsibility. They want him to build what it means to take care of someone else. Not codependency, okay? But like it is sort of like it is a form of dependency where you're helping keep that little puppy alive, right? Your parents help you until you're a little bit older, more mature. You watch and see how they take care of the puppy, and then the puppy grows and grows, and then now and you can do it. So that's how you nurture friendships, relationships, okay? It's just a symbol of it, okay? Like, I'm not saying you actually had a dog, or, you could have had a different type of pet, okay? You could have had a brother, a sister, something along those lines where you watched and observed how your parents or you, this is like, maybe you didn't have parents, okay? But like, maybe you watched a TV show or a movie about someone caring for another individual and that's how you learned. Maybe you learned from an aunt or an uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, broaden your mind. Think outside the box a little bit. Okay, because not everybody grows up with like loving, nurturing people that teach you how to love and nurture. Okay, so that's your heart wisdom is coming through here. Okay, so like Four of Pentacles, okay? You need some fucking time alone and you know why. Don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. Four of Pentacles. I love this energy because it's like sometimes I'll be like, this is like the miser, like hoarding their money close to their chest. But sometimes this can be an energy of like, you know your worth already and you're not just giving this out freely to anybody. Okay, you're holding your material gains tied to your chest because I feel like you've been giving this cups energy, this swords energy out for so long. You've been sharing your wisdom, you've been sharing your feelings, and like people are just not picking up on it and they're like refusing to hear you out. King of Pentacles. Look, the old man. See? It goes from this to this to this. Okay? Oh, I don't know which way the camera's facing here. Okay, this is like, there we go. Okay, past self, future self. Okay, this whole inner child energy came from you knowing how to love and care for someone else, and now you are trying to return the favor to the assignment that you got. You're returning favor by doing that to somebody else, and they're just not. They're not understanding anything, honestly, anymore. I don't know. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, watering the flowers. Okay, watching them grow. I love you today, tomorrow, and always. I was just a fool for not admitting it earlier. Okay, so that is that question in the air of like, does this person love me? Do they care about me? They do. They're just a foolish ass person. Okay? That's why you need to practice self-love and self-care. Let your wild side out a little bit more. Like, don't hold back on that energy. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like you hard at work so you can earn what you deserve, okay? And then this is the Hanged Man and Hangman and the Fool. I feel like you're hanging in there, you're hanging in there. You want things to go right, but you feel locked into this person. You locked into this energy. It's an energy where you need to just like release it and let it go and have like the death, have the rebirth. Okay, already? Let go of this energy where you need to feel like you need to always be out or like always be around people. Like sometimes you are just like needing to do some alone time. Sometimes you're just needing to do some inner work. Okay? Yeah. Knight of Swords. Break through boundaries. Achieve personal growth by pushing beyond boundaries. Breakthrough growth and challenge. Knight of Swords. Okay? So you're going from, I feel like you're going from like you're putting pen to paper. You're going from having these thoughts and ideas to writing them down, to keeping track of them, okay? And it's like, it's really interesting how people are, I feel like it's really interesting how people are not like seeing the breakthrough, or they're not willing to accept the breakthrough. They're just literally focusing on one specific thing. And it's like, why are you focusing on one specific thing and like not everything else? And then you lose track of that and you lose focus of that, and then it's like, whoa, what even happened? Okay, so there's a lot to say about like going through that transformation, going through that process, releasing that pain from the past, and getting back to center and having that growth, having that breakthrough where you're like, regardless of the person that you desire, the person you want to be in a relationship with romantically, you still have to remember, like, you learned all these lessons on relationships and nurturing and loving and growth in the past. And you're taking these lessons with you into your new relationship. And if you see your person acting like a fool and not grasping what you're trying to say or what you're trying to do, or how you're trying to help them, or how you need to feel secure in the relationship, that it's not really a healthy relationship anymore. So despite all that, 'cause that's a lot, there is this call for destiny here. Okay, this call is to a bigger, higher purpose here, and you are trusting yourself and you're listening to your destiny and you're believing in yourself. And I feel like you're doing this because it's like, if you don't do this, who else is going to do it for you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you already know what you're being called to do. And it has a lot to be said for people who, like, honestly, like, just give up, and who aren't really trying anymore, and who aren't really trying to succeed anymore, aren't really trying to, do the right thing anymore. And it's like, you already know how this world works, okay? You already know how people will treat other people if they see an opportunity to do so. And it's based off of these, like, outdated systems and feelings of, like, control and need to take one up on someone. And you don't want to participate in that energy. You don't want that to be part of your life anymore, because it's a very toxic, negative energy. And you're like you're hanging in there for certain people that are in this energy, and you don't, you want the best for them, but they're not letting this other energy go first and embracing the new energy. Okay, that's what I have for you. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye. Bye.